for the first time, an official intelligence representative at a high level from the US government is saying publicly, we are not alone.
We're definitely not alone. Absolutely, the data points empirically that we're not alone, yeah.
What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a great day. Please do me a favor, smash that like button for me, and if you get anything from this video, subscribe. Have you guys seen what News Nation put out last night?
UFOs exist. The U.S. government found quite a number of them, and they are indeed of non-human origin.
Brian Enton from News Nation. Now, I know a lot of people hate on News Nation, but they all love Brian Enton, right? And Brian Enton was part of a story for a government whistleblower telling us that not only do we have crashed spacecraft and landed spacecraft, non-human spacecraft.
36-year-old Air Force veteran David Grush is exposing what he calls a top-secret military program that has reportedly found wreckage of fully intact UFOs.
That we have bodies of the pilots from those crashes.
Do we have bodies? Do we have species of
Well,
non-human?
naturally, when you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sounds, it's true.
The Inspector General has called Grush's complaint urgent and credible.
Are we serious right now? Really? All the stories about all the alien sightings before phones and stuff, but then once we develop the technology where everybody's got a camera and a video camera in their pocket all the time, well, you don't see that much. But then you had the Navy coming out telling us there are unidentified spacecraft flying around and UFOs are out and about, but UFO only stands for unidentified flying object, right? And then they've got the UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon or whatever. It's all the same thing, right? It's something that we don't know what it is flying around. Now, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there's no such thing as aliens, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that because that would be obscene. As far as we know, the universe goes on and on and on forever. The idea that we're the only little rock in all of space that found a way to develop life. We're the only rock that was close enough to a star with the right atmosphere in an infinite amount of space. That would be stupid in itself. So, of course, there's life out there somewhere, right? But is it close enough that it could get to us? Is there some technology that would allow something so far away to come to us?
You are one of the most trusted former intelligence officials in the US defense and intelligence establishment.
Yes, I was.
You were trusted with the most intimate secrets.
Yes.
David Grush, an Air Force veteran, former member of that task force, and veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, is formally blowing the whistle on secrets he says no one has ever shared publicly before.
This guy's coming out saying there are non-human spacecraft, and our government has it.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
You're kidding.
No.
And this guy has been backed up by other people in the government, other high-ranking government officials.
In addition, a couple people have come forward publicly to vouch for him, people who are high-ranking.
They have. He says he's talked to a number of people who are in very, very high-level positions. He also had basically the highest level of classified material information that he was able to receive. We went back and checked over, his history, all of his credentials. Check out completely.
When I watched this last night, I was thinking at first, like, oh, God, there goes all of News Nation's credibility. But the more they showed, the more they talked about it, it was like, wait a minute. Is this legitimate?
If you're telling us the truth, everyone, the entire American public, has been lied to for decades.
Yeah, there's a sophisticated disinformation campaign targeting the U.S. populace, which is extremely unethical and immoral.
I mean, like I said, I know for a fact there has to be more life out there somewhere, right? I mean, logically speaking, this is Southern logic after all. There has to be more life out there than just us if the universe is damn near infinite, right? So you have to imagine that it exists, but have they came here? And is it so hard to believe that if somebody from another planet, another race, aliens, if you will, were developing along the same type of timeline as us, maybe sooner, maybe later, you have to assume that they're looking too. When we shoot things out into space, it becomes space trash. We don't get spaceships back. That's what SpaceX is so notorious for so far, is because they're able to land the boosters back and make space travel cost less money. So we've sent a lot of space trash out into the atmosphere. So when that stuff is going in one direction, it continues to go in that same direction until it hits something, until it gets pulled into someone else's gravitational pull, whatever. I'm not a scientist, but then it could crash onto another planet, right? So is it so hard to believe that there might be somebody way too far away for us to reach, but some of their space trash has landed on our planet?
I thought it was totally nuts, and I thought at first I was being deceived. It was a ruse. People started confiding in me. They approached me. I have plenty of current and former senior intelligence officers that came to me, many of which I knew almost my whole career, that confided in me. They were a part of a program. They named the program. I've never heard of it. And they told me, based on their oral testimony, and they provided me documents and other proof.
Is that possible?
I believe it because of all the sources I have who have told me the same thing. So who am I to doubt these very, very high-level people who have been inside these programs for decades?
I'm completely blown away by these reports, and I can't wait to get more information, but I wanted to make sure that my supporters saw this.
For years, there have been whispers and rumors that the government had aircraft of non-human origin. This report is the first evidence it might be true.
Really hard to wrap your mind around this. I've been working on this for the past couple of weeks. I'm still having a hard time processing all of it. Over the last couple of years, it sort of became mainstream to discuss UFOs. The government has released videos. They've acknowledged that we don't know what some of this stuff is out there that we have on camera, but this really takes it all to another level.
Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more, hit that notification bell so you'll get notified anytime I post. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.